Hi there, my name is Matt Cole,
And I'm Brian Garrity.
and we are the producers of the Sexperts podcast, and we have a very special returning champion. Welcome back to the show. Welcome, Kasey Jonathan Kennedy.
I like the use of the full name.
I hesitate. Is that your actual name, Kasey Jonathan Kennedy?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. KJK. I've gotten every single KKK joke you can imagine throughout my entire life.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. But then again,
Thought didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't put it out there as much as you do.
Well, inevitably, people are always like, "What's your middle name, Kyle?"
Oh.
Well, it was the funniest joke you've ever told.
It's probably a good way to weed out people. If they make that joke, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
The right reply is no. My middle name's Klux.
God, Brian, you're on fire lately. Have you been taking like vitamins and stuff?
Like a comedy supplement.
Comedy supplement.
I have been doing yoga alone in my home.
That explains it. All right. Well, before we get too chatty, look at us, two chatty Cathys.
We never chatty Cathy'd on the pre-interview before.
I know.
It's a first.
But Kasey's just a lovable guy, a good friend of ours. He's a hell of a.
It makes you feel comfortable, like you could just say anything.
Yeah, like, hey, fuck you, Kasey.
Thanks, Matt.
But he's a great producer, director, actor, comedian, all kinds of stuff.
And editor.
And Brian's a big fan of his editing. So yeah, Kasey is a student of the Push Comedy Theater, but he has his own sketch group, Kamikaze, and he also is. We have to talk a lot about this. The main, I guess, the head producer or director of the Survivor social distancing show.
I would classify Austin Gamlin as probably like the head producer.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who designed a lot of the challenges and stuff.
Hope I'm not starting shit right now.
No, not at all. They actually
hashtag not my executive producer.
So they actually, the four of them already were working on the project, and they brought me in originally just to be an editor.
Yeah.
But then I sort of just started making suggestions during the process, and I kind of ended up getting involved in all of it.
Yeah, and we've had those guys on the show before, and they're lovely as well.
Let's define what it is.
Yeah. Well, good segue. I was about to go to that too, Brian. You're getting good at this. I like you, Brian. Yeah, but let me word it better. So Kasey, go ahead and tell us all about what is Survivor social distancing. How can we check it out?
Okay, so Survivor social distancing is a completely improvised parody of Survivor that we've actually filmed a whole season of. So we're releasing it episodically every single Wednesday. We're doing simultaneously. It's going live on Facebook and YouTube at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. And it starts off with 12 contestants, and it plays just like Survivor. There's immunity challenges. There are tribal councils and the whole 9 yards. The only difference is, instead of it being real people surviving in an island, it's trained improvisers who are playing characters, and they're using those characters as a vessel to play these social distancing oriented games. So it's been really, really fun. We've been working on it for the last, I don't know, maybe month and a half or so now. And it's been a ton of work, an absolute ton of work, but it has been so fun. It's really kept me sane during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've said this a lot, but it feels in a lot of ways to me like it's my own personal reality show. Like when I'm editing it,
Yeah.
I get to watch all the unedited footage, all the behind the scenes stuff I've ever wanted to see.
It's like you're hanging out with us.
Yeah, it really is. No, I told Alex this the other day. It's like, I would go to Push Comedy Theater and pay $15 to see these guys perform. And instead, I'm getting hours and hours of footage of them performing for free. And so
Yeah. Well, I'll expect my paycheck soon.
I was going to say, any notable co-stars that people might be familiar with?
Notable?
Nah. We just picked them off the streets.
No, we've got an awesome cast. Obviously, we
Name
have
all
Matt
12.
Cole
Go.
and Brian Garrity of the Sexperts podcast,
Yes.
both performing. We've also got Molly and Jeff. Jeff's a producer. Molly's a contestant, both from the How Embarrassing podcast. Members of Sketch Me Like One of Your French Girls, members of Charged Particles, The Bright Side. We've got people from all sorts of groups locally. It's been a lot of fun. It really has.
Yeah.
Can I suggest what might be the biggest revelation from this whole project?
What?
So when you described what the show was, you said it was all improvised, right?
Yep.
A lot of people out there in the world, when they hear that, they're done. They're like, I don't want to see anything improvised. But what we've done is we found the magic formula to make improv palatable to the masses, which is the magic of editing. It's the only thing I've ever been a part of that's been edited.
What?
And yeah, the only thing.
Yo, what?
That I can think of.
Okay.
I mean, when we do the podcast, it goes straight to tape. I mean, it goes as is.
I lightly edit it. I mean,
okay, lightly edited, but for the most part, it's not like what Kasey's doing here, right?
No. And
so, improv plus editing equals a palatable product that can be consumed by the mass population.
Yeah, well, I'm taking about for each episode, we've probably got anywhere from, I don't know, at the beginning, we've probably got 6 hours of footage for the first episode, and whittled all that down into 33 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you an opportunity to pick the storylines you like, also to pick the jokes you like, pick the segments you think work and don't work better. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So take the average number of times you would laugh going to 6 shows at the Push Comedy Theater and smush them into one show, and you have one happy audience.
Well, yeah. I mean, audiences, the uninitiated, I guess, they don't even realize that whose lines it anyway. Although it's improvised, it's like they take 10 shows, they pick the best games that actually hit, and they put them together. And that's kind of what you're doing. It's not really cheating. I mean, it's a really talented cast, talented directors and all that sort of stuff. It just takes know-how, and I thought you did a great job. Where can people find it, by the way? It's on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, so you can, best case scenario, you give us a like on Facebook. Just search for Survivor Social Distancing on Facebook. And also, if you could subscribe on YouTube, search for Survivor Social Distancing on YouTube.
I find it's better if you search Survivor Social Distancing Push Comedy. That's the number one hit. If you do just Survivor Social Distancing, it's not the number one hit.
Cool. Well,
wait, what is the number one hit?
It's a bunch of Survivor shit. Like anybody cares about that.
There's something that keeps popping up about surviving cancer too.
Oh no.
Yeah, so there's some cancer stuff too. Yeah.
Oh god, the cancer stuff. I mean, that's heavy.
Get over yourselves, guys.
Get over yourself. And let's bring it back to me. I would thank you for having me on the show. I thought it was really, really fun. It's one of the things that I like doing. It's what we do with the podcast too. Is we tell people to come up with a character, and then from there it's improvised. So I got to do that. I'm usually playing Dr. John, but in your show I'm playing. I really love this because I really get deep into the backstory. There's too much backstory. In fact, none of it comes out. But it's I play Reggie Rimbaud, which I'm a huge fan of. Arthur Rimbaud, the gay poet who killed himself from the 1800s. And he,
cool.
Yeah, a little factoid. He is Reggie is the lead singer of a defunct band that's based on INXS, and he's always naked. He thinks he's on Naked and Afraid.
Wait, bro, you're like a parody within a parody?
I'm a parody. There is so many layers to this. And INXS, okay, they only had 4 members, but Desire had 12 members, and they were all brothers.
You're a parody within a parody within a parody because the lead singer of INXS committed suicide.
Yes.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go. This is getting too much.
So you'll see
Nolan direct this interview.
So you'll see a lot of my naked body. That's probably a turn off though. Just never mind.
Yeah, can you edit that out if you do edit these?
I'll lightly edit that out.
This is true. I spent 20 minutes one day editing your asshole out of a shot. That is not a joke or exaggeration. You'll see it in episode 3, I think it is.
How many episodes are there, by the way?
There will be a total of 10. I've finished editing. I'm finishing up episode 6 is what I'm working on right now.
Cool.
It's just, I love it, but it, generally like a reality show, you have so much footage that you have a team of editors who kind of go through everything and figure out what's usable first. And then you kind of figure out, okay, how do we work these segments? And it's just tough because it's just me. So I don't, I have to myself go manually through all the footage, and it just takes a lot of time.
I bet. But you know what? I will jerk you off a little bit more here. I thought it was smart that you got going pretty quickly. Like once we got kind of hunkered down in the lockdown, you started the show off and like right like the first month or so, right? Like
Yeah.
when did you start this stuff?
We probably started recording this within 3 weeks of the quarantine starting.
Was it in March?
I could probably look it up and tell you exactly when we started recording.
Yeah, it seems like it was.
Start of April would be my guess.
Yeah.
Maybe in March we were doing the submission videos with our characters.
I think we started taking submissions towards the end of March and then started filming like first week of April.
Well, it's a gift that keeps on giving. I really enjoyed filming and recording that process. And now having it to look forward to every Wednesday night is another cool thing. And the fact that we got 9 more coming,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's also like a throwback to a world where shows came on once a week, and which is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say, I mean, a lot of improvisers listen to this. Well, when I say a lot, that's comparative, but,
Hi, Ed.
Hey Ed, hey Sean. It is so much fun because you almost get to play. Like one of my dreams would be to obviously be on a Christopher Guest movie, and that's almost what it was. Is like you just put a camera in front of you, and like you have your character, and you kind of know where things are going, but it's like, hey, go improvise, be funny. And last night we actually had a cast party, which was actually pretty fun over the internet. We were safe, and you were quoting lines that I honestly had to be like, wait, I said that? That's funny. I forgot I even fucking said that.
Well, one thing I think that bodes well for the upcoming episodes is, to me, like that whole thing about set a camera in front of you and just be funny. The hardest time to do that was the first couple times.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have any groove. We didn't have any like games. We didn't have anything. So we were just staring at each other on a Zoom screen. And that still made for a great episode through the power of editing.
Yeah. You were great. I mean, again, we can jerk each other off. What about in the future? So you have a lot of work ahead of you. We're not sure when we're going to come back to the theater, and you were very active on the Push Comedy Theater stage with your sketch group. What about anything else that you're working on or planning after this? I know that's kind of far in the future. Anything with Kamikaze or...
Yeah, well, we were hoping for this to be a big year for Kamikaze. It's kind of gotten derailed. We had to cancel some festivals and all kind of stuff. But I would say for me, I'm just trying to spend this year kind of like really getting my feet underneath me in terms of film stuff.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like the way to make the next step in terms of sketch comedy is to get better at filming sketches.
Yeah.
And people do not realize how hard it is to effectively film sketch. And it's because timing is such a big part of comedy.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get the timing right on video. It just is. It's so hard to do.
Yeah.
Because when you're live, you have an audience in front of you and you can kind of feel when those laughs are coming. And I mean, you guys know this. And it,
I have a lot of experience reacting to laughs.
Yeah. So filming and editing sketch comedy is really what I want to get better at. And so that's what I'm really trying to focus on this year.
Cool. Wow. What about some of the other members of Kamikaze? Let's see. So Trip is helping out. Well, he is in Survivor Social Distancing.
Mm-hmm.
What about Alex, Austin? What about those guys?
So Austin and I are actually getting ready to start a new little series in a couple weeks. It's going to come out. We don't have a release date yet, but
oh wow, tell us more about that.
It's called the URC. It's like kind of like a UFC jump up. It's the Ultimate Roasting Championship. It was an idea he came to me with.
That's great.
And it's basically we're going to do it, set it up almost like a UFC style match where there's going to be rounds where 2 people are going to come in. Ideally, it'll be people who know each other well, close friends, because it always makes for more fun to make fun of your friends. And they're going to just roast each other for a couple rounds. Austin and I are going to be like the moderators, and we'll pick a winner. And Austin's really into it. He's going to make spreadsheets like tracking people's win-loss record and championships and everything.
I'm going to murder you, Michael.
This is
verbally murder.
Oh god damn. Yeah, I will join just so that Brian has fodder, but I'm not good at roasting. And I will support you guys. I think it's a great idea. I think it's going to be awesome, but I'm no good. I'm no good. Brian's going to kill.
I would say if the idea is you really only need to have about 75 seconds worth of really good roasts. You're a writer, and you're going to know who you're going against. I think we say at least 3 days ahead of time. You're going to have at least 3 days heads up.
Yeah.
So you
I will help you write as long as you're not up against me.
You know what? Because I've seen like the Comedy Central roasts, which are really, really funny, and they really have a lot of great writing. Like you said, it's all about the writing. I also like whenever somebody's like in character as a roaster. So I would actually like to do maybe like the very like juvenile like third grade roast. I think who did that? Was that like Neil?
That was Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. Yeah. I would love to do that.
It's been done. Norm Macdonald did it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's what I would do if I did it.
Matt, you could be the Jeffrey Ross of the URC.
I would love that. Are you roasting me already, Brian? Jesus Christ, you can't help yourself, can you?
Moving on. I think we could plug something Alex was in just last night.
Well,
yeah,
And she did it. She did an amazing job.
I actually have not had a chance to watch it yet because we were doing our cast party last night. But Alex was in Quarantender last night, which is this awesome new series Push Comedy Theater is doing. Going into like a weekly comedy series, I'm gonna be honest, like I was like not sure what to expect in terms of like how good is this format going to work for an hour-long show weekly. But actually, like I watched the Terry O'Quinn episode the other day. It's really good. Like people are sending in these awesome submissions, and so my wife Alex, she's obviously, you guys know she's hilarious, probably funnier than I am. And she was on it yesterday. She was the contestant who decides whether to swipe right or swipe left.
Yeah.
So I heard she was awesome.
Yeah.
She was great. And you can still catch those episodes on Facebook at Push Comedy Theater. Click on live videos and they're all listed there.
Oh my God. Look at you, Brian. That's great. See, I meant to roast you there. Shit. I compliment you. Okay. Good call, Brian. Yeah. It's good to see you out there and all the kamikaze people and the survivor social distancing stuff. I think it's kind of a tragedy. I've lost track of some people who would see, performing live and they just haven't done anything. So, I think it's cool that you're keeping people working.
Wow. What a burn to a huge population of people.
Wait, what? Did I roast somebody?
You roasted a large unnamed group of people. Yes.
Well, then I guess I'm doing good. At what number of people does it turn from a roast to a slur? Like, I'm just asking. At what point?
God, we're getting philosophical. Okay. Well, awesome. There's so much fun stuff that you can check out, Kasey, and there's even old videos that you did. I mean, you said that making sketch videos are hard, but there's some up on your Kamikaze YouTube, right?
Yeah, definitely. I would love if you guys could check out some of our stuff on YouTube. Kamikaze, spelled COMICKAZE, and we have probably 30 or so sketches on YouTube.
Awesome.
The early ones are really bad, but we were learning, so we leave them up there because hey, that's part of growing.
Yeah.
Our newer stuff, the production quality is a lot better. We're still learning. I mean, none of us are professionals yet. We're getting there.
No,
but I'm really proud of some of the stuff we've made for sure.
Yeah,
your middle name could be Kazi.
What? Oh God.
Just a callback.
That's just a callback. Don't worry about
just
that.
An old-fashioned callback.
Yeah, no, Brian and I know about leaving up our old shit because our first pilot episode, which was recorded on my shitty cell phone, is still like the top downloaded episode. Maybe we should
by a
take
mile.
It down. Yeah.
I did a database blog in the early 2000s that's still up.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about or plug, Kasey, before we get into the episode?
I don't think so. No, I think I'm good. Listen to the Sexperts podcast.
Listen to
check out your Prov on Facebook Friday nights at 8.
Yeah,
for live zoomed improvised comedy.
Actually, I'll tell you one more thing I want to plug real quick.
Yeah.
We've all been trying to do as much as we can for the Push Comedy Theater during the coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
But we all love that place. I mean, Alex and I have talked about it all the time. It's really changed our lives. Our life would be totally different if it wasn't for Push Comedy Theater. So anything you can do, go to pushcomedytheater.com, try to donate some money. They have a PayPal where they're accepting donations. Buy a gift card if you don't want to donate. You can do all kind of stuff, but anything to keep that place in business would be awesome.
Yeah. Alrighty. With that, we are on to the episode. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.